Hello, welcome. Welcome. How are we doing today? Welcome to another episode of our weekly hybrid pulse, where we go live on Sundays. We go over the market and what to expect for tomorrow morning. So, hope you guys can hear me okay. And see me okay. And I believe so. So, let's begin, guys. What we're going to do here is talk about our overall trades that we're going to be playing this week and a little bit of market news. So let's go ahead and get into it. Smash the like button if you haven't already. And let's begin. So Bitcoin actually sold off very dramatically. These are 1 minute candles. There was a big Bitcoin whale who sold 24,000 Bitcoin worth over $2.7 million, causing today's $4,000 crash in just a matter of minutes. They still hold 152,874 more Bitcoin worth $17 billion. So if you guys think Bitcoin is stable, you have these giant Bitcoin whales holding mass amounts of money and selling at the top. It is going to cause Bitcoin to fluctuate in price. Now, this giant move is really nothing, to be honest. Out of 114,800 at those highs where it was kind of teetering here, just kind of flatlined, it sold off all the way to 111,000 and $111,664, creating a new support level, a new low for at least this week or month. So that's very interesting to see there. Now it has recovered slightly to 113,370. It's 340. But I'm curious to see what happens. Now on the 5 minute, it is below that moving average. And when we look at the 4 hour, you can see it's hit this 111 support at least 3 times, maybe even 4 times if you count this most recent one. On the daily, you can see this was nothing significant. That pullback meant nothing earlier today comparative to how the market is performing, how Bitcoin is performing overall. There's going to be ups and downs with everything. Make sure that you're buying the dip. Now I am alerting our members in the Discord. First link in the comment section, and I believe it's the first link in the description. We give live alert updates to our Discord members for free, 100% free, lifetime access when you join the Discord. Also, we are doing a better job, or I'm doing a better job of giving you guys more alerts when they happen on Twitter, or what's now called X. So definitely check that out and follow my fitness journey and trades, screenshots, inside my life, etc. on Instagram. And that's pretty much it. So let's move on. That was a lot of stuff. So anyways, nonetheless, Bitcoin is still holding above 111. If it drops below 111, we can see some more selling pressure, but right now it seems to be holding, at least for now, on that support, which was a previous resistance. So highs of 124.5, guys, $124,000 Bitcoin has hit. So what we are doing in the group is we are buying. We have alerts set on our apps, whether it's Robinhood, WEBULL, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, whatever you use to trade stocks, right? Well, and then now Bitcoin, Coinbase, Robinhood, etc. You would set your alerts. Anything below 113. Anything below 113, 112, 111 is a good buy. Buy those up. And then we have a sell order up in those 125 level, 125. So when this does break, maybe you want to take a little off the top. But if it breaks 125, you know it's going to 150 or higher. So this is just a nice little horizontal pattern playing for Bitcoin. Now, BMNR has been getting a lot of news recently. It did skyrocket from $4, $5, $10, all the way up to $161. Came all the way back down to lows of about 27, 20, yeah, about $27. And now it's around 54 bucks. So BMNR is definitely a popular stock. If you have probably heard of it, if you follow any group of trading influencers or anything on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, they're going to be talking about BMNR. Now it is holding above this moving average, which is great. You can see that it is holding above there. What we're going to need to do is get some breakout action above 71, and we might be able to get those highs of $100, $120 on BMNR. So what we're focusing on this week, though, is a company here, GoPro. Now GoPro has recently made some interesting moves from lows of $1.80 to highs of like $2.70. Recently sold off to $1 levels, nothing crazy. But what is crazy, we had a video recently, you can go back and watch it. I go into more detail about this horizontal pattern setup for GoPro. Now it is a penny stock, it is a little bit more risky, and this again is all just based on my own opinion, so don't take my word for it. Make sure you do your own research. But what I'm thinking is, with these horizontal patterns happening about every 7 days, we have a 7-day grind up to 145. It sells off within a day. And then we grind another 6 to 7 days, and then it sells off in a day. Well, now it's kind of flatlined, so I'm curious if it's still going to happen or not. But come Monday morning, are we going to see a significant move up to those 145 levels? Well, I have my alert set at 118. If it drops below 118, maybe even 116, I may just get out of my position that I have swing trading. I did buy a position on Thursday, and as it moves up, I could always add more to my position if it's showing that direction is in my favor. Once it hits that 145 target, then I may consider selling around that level. Now I do have an alert set for 135, as that is a previous resistance. If we could break 135 or at least touch 135, I want to be alerted, right? I want to know, hey, maybe I take a little bit off the top and let the rest ride to 145. Maybe I add a little bit more if I see those upward momentum signs. So GoPro is a little bit more risky, but that is a trade that I'm taking this week. Now, a little bit of other news. UNH, okay, Warren Buffett has a stake in United Healthcare, and that is why we saw some movement with it, because of the hype behind it. But it is above this moving average for the first time in a while. If we look at the 4-hour, it's doing really great by staying above this moving average. So let's wait and see what it does, because this can be a great opportunity to buy around these levels and be able to sell for literally, almost 100% profit if you hold up to those previous highs. So not bad at all. Definitely something to put on your radar. And you can even set your support now. I'd say around 2360. We'll say 234.55, because it won't go to 60 for me. But that's okay. So it is showing some support, previous areas of resistance. Great way to double your money, possibly. Warren Buffett thinks so. So why not follow some of those people? Now, VIX index overall is at a very low level. If it gets above 1999, I have an alert, because anything above 20, the markets will begin to sell off. And right now, it's done a great job by, these spikes here are temporary sell-offs, and then they immediately bounce back, which is great. So VIX index showing no sign of sell-offs right now. For the moment, SPY continuing to push up to 645. Highs of 646.50. So SPY is doing a great job. That tracks the S&P 500, or that is the S&P 500. OKLO is another company that we're watching. Now, again, this isn't something that I would necessarily mess with, but there's a lot of hype. There's a lot of people talking about it on Instagram, Twitter, or X, and other platforms. So I want you guys to be aware of it in this Discord, right, or in this community. I want you guys to be aware of the risk. And there's actually a lot of risk here. OKLO can come back down, 40%, possibly even 70%. So be very careful with this, as it has an extreme possibility of a major pullback. That was a 69, might as well just say 70. That was a 70% pullback okay, after a major push up. So this is just the beginning from $85. It's at 17%. I mean, this can come all the way back down to lows of $22, $27. So if you're going to trade this, hoping to get those highs of $85 and beyond, buying at 70, let's make sure that you have a stop loss in place. That way you don't get burned and get caught holding the bag. So BSLK, another company I don't really want to talk too much about. I mean, this is just one of those companies that it's got some hype, a little bit of hype. It is a penny stock at one point. It was only trading for about $2, pushed all the way up to $17.55, and we're getting these little kind of dips. Now, these aren't continuation plays in any way. I've done pre-market continuation plays before, and usually with those continuation plays, you see them actually push up and then push higher than the day before, whereas these are not. They're actually making lower lows. You can see that very clearly, lower lows. So if we can get a breakout on BSLK, you know, possibly a beautiful little breakout here on $8, maybe we see a bump back up to at least 12, you know, maybe even just 10, take $1 or 2 per share. I can't really see it coming up to those levels. It'd have to be a very significant breakout indeed for it to happen. Now with this record, it could just come down and staircase down. So very risky play indeed. Sound holding above. I bought here and sold the next day due to this rejection candle, and look at that. The following day it pushed up incredibly from $10 to $17, a 58% move, and I sold the day before. So it is setting up for another nice little move here. It is above that moving average. People are now paying attention to it because of the fact that it has done it before. Okay, sometimes history tends to repeat itself. Doesn't have to, but sometimes it will. And so if you look at this, if it pushes up to 17, that's a 34% profit, okay, on Sound. Make sure you set your stop losses accordingly, okay? SoFi pushing up to 25. We already knew it was going to go to 25. I traded it back in this area, sold, and again, just one of those missed opportunities. Now, I do have some people telling me that this could go to $30, $40. So, you know, hey, we're already pretty much there from those extreme lows of what, $12 last year? Jeez Louise, not bad at all. So Century Aluminum also pushing above our horizontal pattern. Now this is a company that we traded for a very long time within this horizontal pattern back in January of this year, or January of, yeah, it was January of this year, trading it up and down in these horizontal patterns, making beautiful moves, 20%, 30% moves within that horizontal pattern, buying at lows of 17, selling at highs of $21 to $22. It's now at highs of 25, and a lot of resistance around 23 and a quarter. I'd say about $23 in general. So I love to see this come down a little bit, but other than that, Century Aluminum is doing really great, especially with the tariffs and everything going on. Cake, it is below. Look at this. Okay, when it's above on the moving average, it goes up. Now this is below the moving average, and it keeps bouncing off of it like a ceiling, which could indicate that this is just going to kind of slowly stair step down. And so obviously, if you guys follow me on Instagram or you're a member in the Discord, you'll know that I already sold my cake position and made some pretty decent money as well with that. Made some pretty decent cake with that cake, or cheese with that cake, I don't know. Overall QQQ, the overall market, overnight hours, because markets are open right now, it's showing that it is in somewhat of a descending pattern. It is kind of selling off slightly. Now it is at overbought levels in general, has been at overbought levels for a while. Now that it's below this moving average, we can actually get some more selling pressure coming in, maybe some lower lows. I have my alerts set for 560. If it breaks 560, we'll definitely get lower lows than that. If it breaks above 576 or even 583, we'll get some higher highs. As of right now, NVIDIA, I wanted to showcase NVIDIA because it did pop up beautifully from 178 as soon as overnight happened, 6 p.m. in my area, 8 p.m., you know, New York time, if, you know, stock market time, Eastern time, however you want to say it. I'm 2 hours behind in my time zone. So right when it hit overnight hours, boom, it went all the way up to 180 bucks. It is up over, it's still up 0.7%, but if I draw using this trend line tool from 178, it was up 1%, 1% overnight. And if you have the WEBULL or Robinhood app, you have the ability to trade these overnight hours. So definitely consider getting that as well. Now, other than that, guys, I don't believe I have any other plays. We're going to be watching some companies here, but overall, I believe the market may sell off a little bit now. Tesla had a nice move up. That would have been nice to catch Friday, right? Buying on Thursday at 319, buying Friday at 320, and it pushed up all the way to 339 on Friday, up 5%. Now after hours, you can add another 1 to 2%. It's up literally 7% from Friday on these overnight hours. Overnight is showing it's up about 1%, and then right there you can see up 6% on Friday. So this actually moved $20 on Friday up. Tesla moved $20 up, and another $3.50 after hours. So we'll probably see some significant pullback on Tesla tomorrow. People locking in profits and seeing how there is some slight resistance here. If I look at the 4-hour, there is a ton of resistance right around that level. So it did break out of that previous resistance level, like that 339, 340 level. And now this can definitely act as a support for those higher highs of, next area of resistance. I'm thinking it's almost right there based on previous history back in this area, and back in this area. I'm thinking we're looking at about 348. So this gets to 348. We're going to see another major push up. And it's weird because this is pushing up even though there is investors who filed a class action lawsuit against Tesla Inc. over alleged security frauds. So that's not good, and it's still pushed up. So I'm very interested to see what happens. There is news that 8:21 at 11 o'clock at night my time, so it would have been like maybe 1 a.m. Eastern time. Tesla raises price of most expensive Cybertruck by $15,000. It's already expensive. So I'm very interested to see what happens with Tesla. And yeah, what are we at? We're at 17 minutes. I'll be taking some suggestions for you guys. I told you guys in the Discord, make sure you have a stock in mind that you want to look at or want me to look at with you, kind of go over and stuff. What is your stock pick? Go ahead and drop those in the comments and let me know when you do. So we'll give you a minute to drop some of those now. Other than that, I'm really excited. I'm excited for the week ahead. I'm excited to trade with you all. Now I am going to be on in the morning at market open. So we are going to watch the market in the morning, and we're going to check it out. We are going to do it. So I do want to, again, this is something that I have showcased or shared with my community, that we will be live tomorrow. So definitely tune in at market open if you want to. It's from 7:30 to 8 o'clock. And then it's about 30 minutes, for the time being. Of course, have all my other stuff going on with, of course, the kids' schedule, getting them to school and getting them good to go. So, yeah. Anybody have a stock or anything they want me to go over? I can do that for you. We're going to be trying to do these a little bit more frequently. Again, every Sunday. We're going to be doing these stock talks and hybrid weekly updates while we wait for someone to, drop a ticker symbol. I want to, go over a couple things here. What do I have? We're going to do this. What I want to do is, since I have you here, let's go over a Discord. Now, I believe in fitness and um, having a clear mind when trading. So our fitness channel here, hybrid athlete trader Discord, is a great place where you can, push your limits mentally, physically, financially, and you can, you know, learn and grind your way through some morning runs, charts. You can learn more about swing trading if you're a busy person, you can't day trade, and other ways to discipline yourself right here in this Discord. So, hope you guys check it out. It is free to join, lifetime access, and you won't be disappointed. We have a ton of people who join every single day. I mean, you can see the dates here, August 23rd, 21st. We have a ton of people joining every single day. So if the community is growing, our members list there's 24 active. I'm the admin, but right here it says there's 600 members. Most currently offline right now, but 600 members and growing. I'll take it. And so, I want you guys to know that we are a growing community, and that we're all about discipline and making sure that we are in the right mindset going into our trades and our day trading in the morning. I give you guys announcements of exactly what I'm doing as far as that goes. Off topic chat rooms here. We got some chat rooms, just some funny stuff that I find. You can put stuff here too or whatever. And then I got freebies. Okay, if you join the Discord, you get a bunch of these freebies right here. You get a morning discipline checklist, you get a swing trading blueprint, and I'll show you that. Here's a morning discipline checklist. Just a few things that you can do to improve your morning before sitting down and trading or going to work or doing whatever it is you're going to do. Swing trading blueprint for busy traders. This is a great tool to use if you're busy, if you want a little bit more understanding. Well, not understanding, if you want a little bit more, or not more, even less. If you want to just trade less in general and more freedom, then this would be the tool to use for that. Weekly habit tracker. I like to use this not only as a habit tracker where I could like check mark and I could write in here, I could write how many steps I got each week, but I can also it's like a what is it called? It's like an accountability calendar, right? So like when I wake up on Monday, tomorrow, I know, hey, I have a push workout and I have to do it between 5:10 and 6:10. So it's accountability. It tells me what I need to do. So it takes the guesswork out. I don't have to think about what am I going to do on a Monday, or what body part am I going to train, because it's already right here. Tuesday, cardio run. What did I do today? Sunday is my rest day. It's a full rest plus a reset. We get to plan the week ahead. We get to relax, enjoy time with the family. We get to eat and just hang out and relax. So Sundays are definitely a must for that. And then we get these Sunday stock talks. And then last but not least, we get the hybrid simple nutrition guide. Now, if your goal is to lose weight, maintain the weight you have, but just start eating healthier and just feeling better generally, or if you want some muscle gain, I have 3 different goals and 3 different strategies and tips that you can use. Now, at the same time, I'm doing kind of all 3 at the same time. And then some nutrition core foods, right? Protein anchors. These are things that you can easily eat daily for protein, carbs, fat, veggies, etc. And then my supplements. These are the supplements I take. And then, of course, it cut off the my meals. I don't eat breakfast. It's just not something I do. So I'll have black coffee, and then I'll wait till noon, and I'll have either like a tuna wrap, chicken wrap, and then I'll have my protein shake, banana, Greek yogurt, something like that for lunch. And then 3:30, 4:30 is like my dinner, basically, kind of like a mid. It's like breakfast, lunch, dinner, but later in the day. So 12 o'clock's my breakfast, 3 o'clock's my lunch, 7:30 to 8's my dinner. It kind of cut it off there at the bottom. I was trying to move this up a little bit, but it kept cutting it off. But basically some kind of ground beef, chicken, maybe even some salmon or some type of fish, a sweet potato, red skin potato, something like that, and then steamed broccoli, steamed green beans, steamed California blend. But there has to be a veggie. Guys. Veggies are delicious. Eat them. Okay, eat them. Workout chats. We got workout chats here. I show you, exactly what I'm doing each day. Tomorrow morning push day. We had Sunday morning. We have some people also, sharing their workouts. Diet chats. What I'm eating. Some days what I'm eating, stuff like that. Health resources, same things, right? If you have some health resources, I'll add some more in here, whatever. If you want to learn more, definitely check it out. And then our main trading chat, right? So this week you have a to-do list. Okay, you got some homework this week, and this is where I'm going to end it. Okay, maybe I'll end it here, but we got some people tuning in. Hi, hello, welcome. Hello. Thank you. Glad to be back. So we got some homework, guys. Okay, pick your top 1 or 2 stocks this week that you see trending up. Okay, are they hitting those support levels that you've been waiting for those stocks to hit and trending up to that new resistance level? Okay, it's very easily to put a bunch of stocks in your watch list and then forget about them. Okay, that's why I reduced my watch list from like hundreds of stocks to 50 stocks to 20 stocks. I think now what are we at now? We have 23 stocks, okay? And I watch 23 stocks on a weekly basis. Sometimes I'll take one away, sometimes I'll add one in, but majority of the time it is those 23 stocks. So pick 1 or 2 that you see that have potential to push up, and let's watch it. Let's get a position in on that. Let's set your stop losses, your buy limit orders, your sell limit orders after you purchase it, and let's get ready for this week, guys. Let's start making some money together, okay? Now, new members, all you new members out there, I know we're getting new members every single day. You're probably wondering what the heck's happening. You're a little lost. Maybe you're not sure what to do. We have a live stream tomorrow morning. Tune in. I do this. I will watch trades, we'll buy at support levels that I see fit, and we will sell at resistance levels, okay? Sometimes it happens within 30 minutes, 5 minutes. Sometimes it might take all day. Sometimes we might have to do a swing trade. It depends on what stocks and setups that we're looking at for the week. Now, I don't want you to copy my trades, okay? You don't need to copy me. What I want you to do is learn how to do it on your own. But learn by watching. That's how I learned. Now, new members, okay, please complete the course that I've laid out for you guys, the Learn to Earn course, okay, before you begin trading. Also, maybe even paper trade before you begin trading. And asking questions, you can ask me questions, but guys, if it's already covered in the course, I don't need to hear about it, okay? I'm sorry, right? It's repetitive. So start here. This is where you go when you get in the Discord. Start here, right? You're going to be at this welcome new members page. You're going to go to start here. And you're going to go to this Learn to Earn lesson library right here. There's about, I think it's 10 or 12 videos. It'll take you less than probably an hour to complete all the videos, and that'll give you a better understanding of how to trade, how to set up a WEBULL platform, or how to set up a brokerage account to start trading. It's going to show you my style of trading and whether or not you even like that style. You might be more of a futures trader, a day trader, a swing trader, a dividend investor. Maybe you're new and you don't know what to do, but I'm telling you right now, my trading style is not the only trading style out there, okay? And it may not even suit you, but if it does, you like what I'm doing, definitely smash that like button and follow my journey, right? By subscribing to the channel. If it doesn't resonate with you, I wish you the very best. I still would encourage you to watch some live streams at Market Open just to see for sure if you like it or don't like my style of trading. I believe I have a very easy style of trading. It's very simple, and we can go from there, right? We can go from there. Tomorrow's going to be great. You can ask questions in the live chat, which is great because you're like, why are you buying there? Or why are you watching this company? Or if I'm in a position, what do you think about an area of support or resistance? I can go over that with you and answer some of those questions. So Pokey says my veggie of choice is callaloo. Callaloo? Okay, you must not be from America, which is fine. That's fine. I just I don't know what callaloo is unless it's a miscommunication. And then we got the main chat. Definitely get in the main chat. Nvidia pumping right now. I just literally did this at 6:06 right when I saw it. So I'm giving you guys live market updates when I see fit. Bitcoin, I got an alert at 1:43 p.m. It hit my phone. I got an alert. It said 1 hour ago, but my bad. My bad. It was an hour. It was an hour. I'll do better. But yeah, I alerted the group that it was at a low to maybe buy a little bit more on that dip. Alerted them now at 4:12 that there was another dip. And I'll use different platforms. I use Robinhood and WEBULL the most. And of course, I have a long time account with TD Ameritrade. We're talking back pre-COVID, back in like 2012. I started investing in TD Ameritrade. When you actually had to pay for commission. You had to pay for trade. So it was like, I think it started like $12 per trade, and it was like $9.99 per trade. And then went down to like $4.99. And we're talking $9.99 to buy a position and then $9.99 to sell the position. So in total it was like a $20 fee to buy one in and out trade. And so, I mean, you had to make $20 just to break even. You know, that was a crazy time when I first started trading. So, nonetheless, join the Hybrid Athlete Trader. If you guys want to follow along with my journey, all that stuff, I'm going to try to do a little better by documenting it on Instagram. We got a great year ahead of us. School has started. School is upon us for everyone. Not only my children, maybe your children, maybe you're in school yourself, maybe you're in college. I want you guys to have a great year. Let's start this year strong. The school year, the school season, let's start it strong. And for all of you out there that are, you know, maybe single adults or, you know, people just living life on their own, man, I wish you the best too. And it's never too late to start investing. You don't have to wait till next year. You don't have to wait till next month. You can literally join our live stream tomorrow morning at market open. What time does the market open in your area? I don't know, but you can guarantee I'll be here live with our Learn to Earn team, and we'll be trading. So like, looking forward to seeing it. I got a big day tomorrow, guys. We have a we got to run. You know, I'm not gonna lie. You know, just because I got that schedule that says Monday through Saturday, blah blah blah, don't mean I'm kind of doing double the work. Okay, that's a great little schedule for you guys, but I'm doing a little extra. We're gonna be documenting all that as well. We got a big run tomorrow, a brutal Monday morning run, followed by a Monday push workout in the afternoon. So it's going to be an incredible day. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. I'm going to try to document it for you all. We're going to live stream in the morning, and we're going to get busy getting back into the motions. Summertime is over. So now it's time to get at it and start making that money in the stock market again. Let's look at GoPro one time here. Let's see after hours. Nothing really showing after hours. So we'll see how my position does in the morning. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. It doesn't look like anybody shouted out any stocks. No stock picks today. All right. That's all right. Maybe next time. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all a great rest of your Sunday. Go do something fun. All right, guys. Have a great night.